with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in, stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah. It's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim, and today we get a big card in the NHL. I believe we have 11 games in the NHL, and then we get 4 in the NBA. And I've already moved on a few NHL games as well, which I think all of them have moved against me, which is fun. But I've moved on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. 5 games in the NHL, and I intended on moving on another one, at least one more this morning. So we'll get into all of that there. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we'll take a look back at what happened yesterday. 1 right, 1 wrong in the world of sports betting. Overall, wasn't a good day for me. Official picks wise, I hit a couple small things that were not official picks that helped me get back in the black. But other than that, it was not a great day. Down 4.01 units. Started off with Fairfield minus 4.5, minus 108. I did have and then I did have a bonus bet, or not a bonus bet, but a boost that I was able to get Fairfield money at Fairfield money line at minus 118. I also threw a little degen 2-teamer with Fairfield and High Point. And I said High Point first to 5, first to 10, first to 15 at like plus 146. So still somehow made a little bit of money in college basketball yesterday, even though my official play didn't hit. My degen stuff and my bonus bets come through sometimes with the new books is fun. NHL is a complete reverse sweep. Blues lose 2-1 in overtime. Vancouver Canucks lose 3-2 in regulation. So 2 1-goal losses, an OT loss. Frustrating there, especially considering that was a game that the Blues desperately needed to win, chasing the Vegas Golden Knights, and they lost a point in the standings because of that last night. So frustrating there. Cleveland first quarter, first half. I should have left off the first quarter in that game and should have just gone first half full game, because they covered the first half and they covered the full game, but they did not cover the first quarter, which was frustrating there. Pistons plus 16.5 was dead before it started. I think it was like a 20-point game at the end of the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken. 19-point game at the end of the first quarter. So not a good result on that Pistons game. Just like the Raptors game, not a good result there, as the Raptors just get dominated in the fourth quarter, and that was it. One dog though that came through for me yesterday, plus 13 with the Washington Wizards. They went outright. And I was given on BetMGM a bet insurance token of $50, where if it loses, I get $50 in free bets. I put it on Wizards plus 550. So that was a nice little payday there. Nice little $275 payday, I think it was. So can't complain there. So that's kind of what helped get everything back into like the norm for me. But overall, official plays were down, but overall it was up. So it is what it is. On to today, where it's a much better slate.
Yeah, site got wrecked yesterday. We got High Point. Yeah, that was it. Montana loses. Fairfield I think they had a 12-point lead at one point. They win by 3.
Yep.
Ugly there. Tarleton State loses to IFPW. Evansville blows a double-digit point lead and doesn't cover the plus 8. And then you mentioned your 2 hockey losers. I didn't put up anything in the NBA yesterday on the site. I did bet a bunch of NBA yesterday, and I wish I put it up on the site. Because here's how it went. We took every single double-digit – I wish I just took every single dog in general. I would have been even more profitable. But I took every single double or 8-plus point dog on the card. We took them to win outright. Let's see how it went. Hornets lose by 23. Whatever. How about them Hawks? down, 20 plus? They were down 22 at the end of the first quarter. They proceed to win the next 3 quarters. And they catch back up and win that one. That was a nice plus 400. And then the Pistons. The Pistons pissed on themselves. The Whiz Kids. How about them Wizards? Outright winner. That was a nice plus. Was that 500 or 550? It was one of them. Either way, that was either 500 or 550. Portland was a loser. The Spurs. One of the Wizards of the Spurs was 500. The other one was 550. Nice winner there. And
Wizards for 550. I remember that one.
Couldn't get anything else to go. Grizzlies 15. Jazz lose by 10. And the Sixers lose by 12. The NBA plays, Nick, went 3-6 yesterday. So I was done horrible, right? Nope. 8.5 units. Unfortunately, the biggest dog today is the Bucks are 8.5-point favorites today. But looking at tomorrow's card, we're probably going to get a double-digit dog with Charlotte. Probably going to get it with Portland again. Probably going to get it with the Raptors again, I would imagine. Grizzlies will probably be a double-digit dog. Detroit will be a double-digit dog. Houston probably. The Spurs maybe. So we might be trying that again tomorrow. But ended up being a good day there. But a 1-4 college basketball day does not help. So, and I had one player prop in the NHL. It was Jake Neighbors, and he didn't do jack shit. So it is what it is. Yo, bros, how's it going? Blues, damn Blues yesterday got my hopes up for nothing in OT. Oh well, I like the Rangers, Canes, Leafs parlay today. Good luck.
I did move on the Canes.
Sam, Hawks money line plus 400. Should have put the house on it. I don't put the house on anything. I'll be honest. I put $15 on each one of those dogs, so I was ended up being up like $100 and something yesterday on that. But lost it in the college basketball. What else you got? What you got today? I got a bunch of stuff today. We'll talk about it in a minute. Preds are the Preds minus 142 versus Vegas. That line is too wide.
I understand the line though. I'm filling in my spreadsheet for that game right now. We'll get into that one though. I had this game circled for a Pred spot.
Underdogs I like are Vegas and Bruins, but they're not on the no bet list.
I'm thinking Preds -1. I think that's kind of where I'm looking for that game, but yeah, we'll get into it.
Good morning, Sunshine. Good morning, Real Deal. Anyone feeling Bruins Panthers first period 0-0?
I could see a first period under. I could definitely see that. Maybe a no goal first 10 minutes type of game there, where it's a low scoring one.
I hope we get some goals from the Bruins. I have a player from that game. Why are the Wings playing Lion? We need to win. We need them to win.
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and jump into the hockey card, Nick.
Yeah, this game kind of surprised me with the line here. We have the Florida Panthers minus 135 favorites, total 6 in this game. This line's moved up in this one here. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here. Let's get up hockey. This is loading. I should have done this when I was just sitting around doing nothing. But oh well, I didn't think about it until now. Where we have NHL. There we go. Let's get over to that because it was just over on the NBA. All right, cool. Now let's get the line history for this game. Boston and Florida. Shop around for this game. Line opened up at a minus 130. It's down to a 123 on Bet Online. These were when I typed down these odds, I just got them all off Bovada. So, but line open, yeah. So a 7-cent line movement towards the Boston Bruins here. Total opened up at a 6 at even money. It stayed there for this one. See if we have any type of market for this game here, where it was a 50-50 split on both the side and the total. And yet the line moving towards the Bruins are, yeah. But I have this game priced at a pick 'em. I see value on the Bruins here in this spot. The Panthers have kind of slowed down as of late. This is a Panthers team I still really like, but the way they've been playing as of late is not very convincing. this is a big game. This is for first place. This has first place in the Atlantic on the line here. Boston's won back-to-back meetings against these Florida Panthers. Last time these two teams played was in November of 23. So these teams have already played twice this year, and the Boston Bruins have gotten there. I've had the Panthers number in both those games. Bruins coming in off of back-to-back losses against the Philadelphia Flyers and the New York Rangers. The Florida Panthers had their 4-game losing streak snapped with a 4-1 win in Philadelphia. They come back home for this game here. Looking at the spot for me, it's Boston or nothing, and I can't believe I'm saying that for a Panthers game. I would only look Boston in this spot, and at this number, I think there's value on the Bruins in this game. But am I betting it? Probably not. This would be, and when I was capping this game last night, I said this to myself. I'm like, this is probably the best game on paper to watch, but betting wise, not so much. So lean Boston. If I had to bet anything in this game, gun to my head, it's Boston Bruins money line, but no play for me.
Yeah, I'm on something involving the Bruins. And it's okay. I will say I'm continuing to only do player props. I know I believe I'm like 2-7 my last 2 days now after going 18-2. So a little bit of a regression. But I'm going big on player props again. And the player today is on the Boston Bruins, and his name is Jake DeBrusk. DeBrusk has gotten a point in 8 straight games, and 9 out of 10. The only game that he did not get a point in was a 2-1 loss in overtime versus the Edmonton Oilers. Other than that, 1 point, 1 point, 1 point, 2 points, 1 point. Oh, sorry, no points in a. He's gotten 5 in a row. No points against the St. Louis Blues, although he shot it 7 times in that game. So he could have definitely had the opportunities. And even I looked at that too. Even the games that he does not score, does not get a point. 7 shots on goal against St. Louis and 3 shots on goal in that 2-1 overtime game against Edmonton. He has his chances. So I want to keep getting a guy that the offense is kind of running through right now. So Jake DeBrusk for a point, and that one is, I believe, plus money. It is plus 110 for Mr. Jake DeBrusk.
Yeah. Try to remember the last time I bet against the Florida Panthers. I think the last time I bet against the Florida Panthers was the first game back from the All-Star break, and we cashed a ticket against them with the Philadelphia Flyers. Other than that, I don't bet against these Cats, and I'm genuinely considering it tonight.
There you go. Let's go to the chat. Panthers money line. They own the Bruins.
Do they? The Bruins have won the last 2.
Verhaeghe goal. What has Verhaeghe been doing? I didn't look at that side. Verhaeghe has gotten goals in back-to-back games.
He's been good.
But in terms of points, he's only gotten points in 4 out of his last 10 games. So not a player that I would want to go after, but that's just me.
I feel like the obvious answer for the Panthers player props wise is Sam Reinhart.
But he's too expensive.
Yeah.
Nick is 100% right. Barkov and Forsling should play.
Oh, okay. So they might be getting some players back, because that's one thing during what the Panthers have been struggling with this year. Recently, they have been on that little bit of a losing streak. They were without Barkov and they were without Forsling. I believe they were without another blue liner as well, and that's why they were kind of struggling there.
There you go. Let's head to this one, Nick.
Yeah, a game that I do have action in. We'll get to. And yeah, I think yours is kind of obvious, but let's get into it. Let's get the line history up on here. BetOnline opened this game up at a minus 180 for the Hurricanes. It's now a minus 185. So we've had a move towards Carolina in this spot here. Line opened up at a 6.5 at even money. It's down to a 6 at minus 117. So we've had a move towards the under. We've had a move towards the Carolina Hurricanes. This line, we have a 54% of the tickets are on the Hurricanes. The line's moved towards them here. And we have 67% of the tickets are on the over. And the line has has moved down. But I wonder how much of those tickets are coming in with the 6 number rather than the 6.5 number, which I kind of agree with. I don't think that we should see 6.5s in Carolina games, especially with Anderson and net. Now that now, and Anderson's been a very competent goaltender. And now that the Carolina Hurricanes have that, I have more interest in backing this team. Now that we finally have an answer on who's going to be their goaltender. And it's Frederik Andersen, who's been an absolute wall since returning from his blood clot situation there. I have the Hurricanes are on a 200 favorite in this game. I played the -1 line at -121 here. I'm going to look for Carolina to go in here and smack around the Penguins a little bit. This is a Penguins team that I'm looking to bet against. And I believe this is the Penguins' first game back after a 3-game road trip where they went to New Jersey, Dallas, and Colorado. And they only had 1 day off in between this Colorado game and this Carolina game. Carolina, they got a day off, but this is once again, this schedule for Carolina has been brutal. This is their 7th game in 11 days. They played on the 24th, the 22nd, the 21st, the 19th, the 17th, the 16th, the 14th, the 12th, the 10th, and the 9th. So they've played within 10 games within 15 days. This has been a grueling stretch here for Carolina, and maybe actually the play is Carolina first period puck line because they might fall apart a little bit late in this game. So I'm kind of interested in maybe doubling up on the Carolina Hurricanes as a tactic to where if they do fall apart late, I have the first period puck line, which I think they can come out and play well in the first period, but maybe struggle down the stretch. You can get the first period puck line at Bet365 at +145. I'm going to move on that because I could see this as a game where Carolina jumps out early and maybe we see overtime, which makes me a little bit nervous with my -1. But I like Carolina in this spot an awful lot to take care of business against the Penguins.
I was kind of looking for Carolina. I was looking yesterday, and I think I might end up betting it. Carolina Hurricanes to win the President's Trophy. They were 1 point behind going into yesterday. And, I mean, they're still 1 point behind because Vancouver lost. And so all of a sudden, this is a Canes team that I think has a realistic chance to make a nice run at the end of the year. Am I betting them betting aside on this one? No. Obviously, I have Carolina futures. I'm big on this Carolina team now. But one of the players that I've been backing a bunch lately, and yes, it is juicy today, -150 actually for a Seth Jarvis point. I think that just shows how bad Pittsburgh is. But Seth Jarvis had his point streak snapped last game against Toronto. Apparently, he hit a empty netter off the crossbar.
Yep.
That kind of sucked. But obviously, I can't watch Carolina games. But before that, 6 straight points against competent teams, like playoff caliber teams: Florida, Toronto, Ottawa, New York, Philly, Washington. Like he's scoring against good teams. And I laid a little bit of juice, -150. Keep in mind, all these player props are in a round robin, so I can lay a little bit more juice because the whole goal is to go 5-3, 6-2, and make some money. Because if I go 6-2, I think I triple my money. So that's the kind of deal there. I am on Seth Jarvis to get a point today.
Here's a little, if you want to have a little bit of fun with this, +220 same gamer. With if you like the Hurricanes in the spot here, Hurricanes money line with Jarvis point, Gensel point, Aho point, +220.
Okay.
And I can profit boost that by 30%. I'm gonna throw a couple bucks on that. Not an official play, but they on Bet365 I have a 30% same game parlay boost. So I'm gonna take a shot at that +220. Hurricanes money line, Aho, Jarvis, Gensel point.
There you go. What's up, my guys? Let's get it today. Let's hit the like button, people. So some appreciation, subscribe, and share. Timmy, you know the rest of them say. My dog, what's up, Marcos? Yes, we got a little bit of NBA today. WizKids, yes. San Antonio, yes. And Atlanta, yes. There's all nice money lines for me. Canes puck line. Feel like Carolina should be -250. On the road, no, I think this is about right. Hawks was down 30 at halftime, came back to win the money line for them. 2 comeback wins was stupid, high, big payout. Should have jumped on it. Hey, I'm happy I got the +400. That's all that matters. The Canes play 4 lines consistently. The players aren't overloaded with the ice time. Should have plenty of energy. The Rangers play. There are 2 lines. Yeah. We got Bunting plus 275 and Genzel plus 140 goal spots here. As long as Jarvis gets a point, I don't care who else scores. But here, Nick.
Gensel goal. Gensel goal, by the way.
Against
That's another good look here against his former team. And Bunting on the opposite side. That's a great look too. I just realized that was the trade. Yeah. This one I really want to bet, but it's a team that I've been trying to fade, and now do I just flip the script on it and back them here? 2 teams I've been trying to fade lately, and they're part of the 3 or 4 team race of I don't want the wild card type of race. Line opened up at a 120 for the Washington Capitals. It's down to a 114. So we've had a 6-cent line movement here towards the Detroit Red Wings in this spot. Line opened up at a 6 at minus 116. It's a 6 at minus 111. So we've had to move towards the under here as well. Looking at the cash flow, 93% of the tickets are on the Capitals. If you get the lines moved towards the Red Wings, 2,900 tickets in, so not much of a sample size. 71% of the tickets on the under. Once again, not much of a sample size. Let's take a look at the my projections for this game, which I see value on the Washington Capitals, which I don't know if I want to back them though. And this is a tricky spot here. Both teams needing the points. As much as I hate it, this could be a draw. It's not a game I'm particularly interested in. There's value on the Capitals if you want to go ahead and bet that, but it's caps or nothing for me. And I think it's gonna. What's the best available line for this game for me? I might pull the trigger on Washington. They've just been their current form is just that much better too. Minus 110 for the Capitals. It's kind of interesting there, but nothing at the moment.
1 player, Lucas Raymond. I've been backing him for a while. He got his point streak snapped in a shutout last game against Nashville. Previous to that, a point in 6 straight games. If Detroit wants any shot at this game, they're going to have to get him to score more. And I think he gets on the scorecard today. It was plus 105 for his point prop today. So I'll be jumping on Lucas Raymond today. Plus 105 for a point.
I had a feeling you're going to choose him. You've been on him an awful lot lately.
You know what? When I'm finding players and they continuously are doing well, yeah, I'm going to keep riding them until they drop off for 2 to 3 games in a row.
Yeah, I understand the strategy.
I was on one player for a couple games in a row, and then he missed 2 games in a row, and I stopped betting him. I don't remember who it was, but huge game for my Wings tonight. The line tells you what you need to know. Wings are the better team.
Yeah, that's why I'm staying off this game.
Illinois plus 2. Take the money line. Illinois money line.
Yeah, kind of.
Red Wings money line plus 101. I don't like Alex Lyon starting, but he could.
Yeah. Plus, if it's Darcy, then I want nothing to do with this game. Lindgren is the only thing actually leaning me towards the Caps.
No Tom Wilson is a big low.
That's right. I forgot no Tom Wilson, which means there's probably value on players moving up. Go through the chat a little bit more, and then I'm gonna.
And then DeBrincat plus 225.
Plus 225. Yeah, and with Tom Wilson out, that's going to. There it is. On the second line now, skating with Alexei Protas and Dylan Strome is Ivan Miroshnichenko. Miroshnichenko. There we go. Is on the second line with that now. With Sonny Milano on the third line with Hendrix Lapierre and Max Pacioretty. If you like props in this game, here's another guy to keep an eye out for. Connor McMichael. He's on the top line with Oshie and Ovechkin, and he's been on an absolute tear as of late.
Plus 105 for his point prop. What was the other guy you mentioned?
Ivan Miroshnichenko.
Yeah, I don't see him on DraftKings.
I'm gonna take a look at what their props could be, because I'm interested in Miroshnichenko, which he has no point prop, just a goal prop.
Who?
Yeah, plus 425 on the ESPN bet. And then Connor McMichael.
I should have grabbed Connor McMichael. I might put a separate bet on him just alone.
Connor McMichael plus 110 on ESPN bet for a point.
I was able to get plus 105.
And then plus 300 on ESPN bet for a goal. So those are the only ones I see on BetStamp. But yeah, those are two guys to look out for. I might sprinkle some player props today. We'll see how those goes.
Let's this game.
Yeah, Philadelphia Flyers and the New York Rangers. We have the Rangers minus 185 favorites, total of 5.5 in this game. Let's take a look here at this one here, where we have New York Rangers open up at minus 212. It's down to a 188. So we've had a move towards Philly in this game. So that's kind of interesting there. Line open up at a 6. It's down to a 5.5. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here, where we have 83% of the tickets are on the Rangers. 50-50 split on the total here in this spot here. And this one kind of caught my attention because before the massive line move, I thought there was value on the Flyers here in this spot at a big dog price. I have this game priced with the Rangers around minus 160 favorites in this game. So I think there's a little bit of value here with Philly if you want to take a shot with the dog here in this spot. Is it something I'm going to be getting involved with? Not particularly. One thing I am worried about if you're looking at player props in this game, it being a 5.5, you're probably going to get better numbers on player props, but it's maybe not something I'm looking to fully attack here with this one, because this could be a little bit more of a lower scoring game. If you're looking for some props though, Morgan Frost has 5 assists and 3 goals in his last 10 games. Owen Tippett 3 goals, 6 assists. I'm trying to look for more towards the middle of the line here. Ryan Poling on the third line center, 2 goals and 3 assists in his last 10 games. So maybe you can find a nice little plus price tag with him. Cam York has 6 assists in his last 10 games on the blue line. But this is going to probably be just a stay off spot for me. Maybe you look towards some props in this game, but I see this as potentially a little bit of a lower scoring game. So this could be a tricky spot for props in this game. And if you're looking at the Rangers, it starts and ends with that second line with Vinny Trocheck, Artemi Panarin, and Alexis Lafreniere. That's where it starts and begins with. Starts and ends with. I mean, you can look at Kreider, Zibanejad, but they haven't been producing as much. So I would look towards Trocheck and Zibanejad, or Trocheck, Lafreniere, maybe a little bit there, and maybe a little bit of Adam Fox as well. 4 goals and 8 assists in his last 10 games. Keandre Miller, 1 goal, 5 assists in his last 10 games. So there's something to look at there.
The thing is, my player props, and you keep mentioning my players.
I listed a bunch of players, so you never know.
Adam Fox, he's been producing. He's gotten a point in 8 out of his last 9 games. And you could look right towards his point prop, but I think that was like minus 155, 160. Or he's gotten an assist in 6 straight games. That's why I went. I went Adam Fox assist, and I believe that was minus 105. Minus 110. Minus 110 for Adam Fox to record an assist. He's gotten in 6 straight games against competent teams, mostly. Florida, Boston, Winnipeg, Islanders, Penguins, Lightning. So he's been getting very consistent in terms of points. He is also scoring goals. He's had 4 goals in his last 7 games against Florida, Boston, Pittsburgh, and Carolina. But I'm on Adam Fox in this game. His assist prop minus 110 for me.
Nice.
Gensel hat trick plus 3,500. Someone's getting one today.
Why not Gensel? That's actually not a bad look. 34-1. I thought the payout would be a little bit better though.
Plus 167. The Flyers could win.
Absolutely.
The
Absolutely.
Benajed plus 200. I hear Flyer fan says he owns them. Interesting. Hi, Nicholas. Let's go, Earle. Good luck, Earle Bros. Let's chat and chat. Let's cash today. Keep the streak alive. Keeping my month of March on fire. Sent y'all my picket record. Get it, dude. McKinnon is plus 154 to score. I have a different play from that Colorado Avalanche game.
I actually really like this game potentially for props. But let's get into it here. I have moved on this game from a side perspective as well. Let's get into it here. The Toronto Maple Leafs and the New Jersey Devils. Maple Leafs opened up at a 140. It's up to a 145 on Bet Online. So we've had to move towards them there. Total 6.5 minus 115. It stayed at a 6.5 at minus 115 here. We have really no cash flow in this game. 3,024 tickets in. 83% of the cash is on the Maple Leafs. And the lines move towards Toronto here in this spot. And I've already moved on the Maple Leafs -1 at plus 104 in this game. I have this game projected around minus 170, minus 175 for these Toronto Maple Leafs. So I saw value here at the number here where I got it. If you're looking at props in this game, there's a couple players that I'm kind of eyeing down. It's I know a lot of people are going to be like, Matthews. Well, I'm looking at the second line here with John Tavares and William Nylander. In the last 5 games, Nylander has 4 goals and 3 assists, and Tavares has 3 goals and 7 assists. Those were the 2 guys I was really looking at there for points. Morgan Rielly has 4 assists in his last 4 games, and so does Timothy Liljegren has 4 assists in his last 5 games. So maybe if you're looking for a little bit more of a bargain bin type of play. Now, granted, that top lines look really good as well. Matthews 3 goals, 7 assists in his last 10 games. Bertuzzi 2 goals, 1 assist in his last 5 games, and McMahon 3 goals, 1 assist in his last 5 games as well. So this looks like the Maple Leafs could be primed for some really nice player props tonight if you're looking in that direction. So I like the Leafs at -1, and I would probably look towards maybe Nylander props, Tavares props, Matthews, Bertuzzi, something along those lines.
How about Max Domi?
I made sure not to say that name because you were going to complain if I did.
No, I'm kidding. I am on Max Domi. He's gotten points in 4 out of his last 7 games. But why is that significant? That I know it's 4 out of 7. It's not really that crazy of a streak. In the games that he hasn't gotten on the scoreboard, 3 shots on goal, 3 shots on goal, 7 shots on goal. He should just assist more because the last 3 games that he has gotten on the scoreboard, 0 shots on goal, 0 shots on goal, 0 shots on. But no, it just shows me that he is involved in the action. Even if he's not scoring that night, he's been involved in assist or he's shooting a lot, meaning something could go in. And in a game against New Jersey that I don't like New Jersey, I think they're a team that's going to continue to fall off. Max Domi's point prop was -120. I think he gets on the scoreboard tonight.
I like it.
Over 6.5. There you go.
I can see it.
Devils, Toronto plays down to competition. Devils money line. Road Warriors tonight, and my Bucks go both on Marco's teams. All they do is win, no matter what. Like your Michigan State Spartans. Oh, I'm sorry, too soon. Joe Wool versus Jake Allen. Take my old Coyote Max Domi. Let's do it. Mike Lennon. I like the Leafs here. Devils goaltending is still a problem. Correct. Heading up some NBA today. Yes. Suppness, Lex. Man, the Blues, Raptors, and Josh Giddey got me yesterday. Shake my effing head. It happens. Clemson. Dude, you already know.
Clemson, that's a tricky game.
Clemson, outright.
No.
Again. Outright again. I had Clemson to my Elite Eight. Clemson to the Elite Eight.
I have Arizona Natty, so I could see this as a game Clemson covers. I don't know about wins though.
That's fine. I like Clemson for sure. Let's keep on rolling to this game.
Yeah, let's keep it going here where we have the Edmonton Oilers and the Winnipeg Jets. The Oilers minus 130 favorites in this game, total 6 in this spot here. A 6 in an Edmonton game. Kind of interesting there. As I'm trying to click this game, but it won't click. Please. Sometime today would be cool. Or not. Cool. Click. Please. Sometime today. Or not. All right. Anyways, we'll take a look at the cash flow, see if that allows this to load. 70% of the tickets are on the Oilers, and the line's gone towards, I don't know, because the cash flow won't pop up, or the line history won't pop up. 50-50 split on the tickets there for the total. And this still will not load for the side. This is so annoying. Click. Anyways, I'm on the Winnipeg Jets here at plus 105. I'm not wasting my time having this thing not click. I'm just going to hit refresh on the page. And I'm not going to waste my time with it here. I thought this line should have been a little bit closer. And I get it, the Jets are struggling, but I think this could be a nice change of pace for them here, being back at home in this game. And we saw last game, Edmonton should not be trusted as road chalk. And we saw that they've lost back-to-back road games. And this is, I believe, their third game in 4 days. So it's not a good situational spot here for the Edmonton Oilers. Scheduling-wise, this is their third with 3 road games in 4 days, not only just 3. And then before these 3 road games, they had to travel on 1 day's rest from Edmonton to Buffalo. No, my bad. From Edmonton to Toronto. They played Buffalo, then they traveled to Toronto. So really poor scheduling spots here for the Edmonton Oilers in this game. I see this as a little bit of an edge towards Winnipeg. They're back at home. And I think that can maybe refresh them a little bit here. I'm on the Winnipeg Jets in this game.
I actually didn't touch anything in this game, and I'm fine with that. It's just more of a I didn't need to. I only bet 8 player props a day, because that's the most that it'll allow me to do a round robin with, and I stayed off of this game. I stayed off the Blackhawks game, and I stayed off of the Kraken game, and the Coyotes game. Wait, did I stay off the Kraken game? Yeah. How many games are there today?
12.
I stayed off of this game, Blackhawks game, Kraken game, and the Coyotes game. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that works.
Yep.
Arizona in a rout? No. It would make sense. It would make no sense in the world if the Jets won. So the Jets are going to win tonight. Got it. McKinnon, 4+ shots on goal. Matthews, 4 points shot on goal. Parlay minus 108 on FanDuel. They both cashed this line in either 8 of 10 or 8 of 11 games. Right on. Draw. Don't hate it.
I can see it.
Genzel hat trick is up to plus 6,500. Yeesh.
Nice.
Ooh, Timmy, you tried to bring up my Spartans. I'm trying to get you for. I'm trying to forget and get over that. Go Tar Heels. I love hockey. I hit a lot. Less risk in hockey. I don't know if there's less risk in hockey, but let's jump to this game, Nick, where I do have a player prop in this one.
Yeah, and looks like I'm going to be without line history, so that's fun. We do have cash flow in this game where we have 89% of the tickets and 90% of the cash is on the Predators, 3,200 tickets in. The line has moved decently towards the Predators because this was around minus 125, minus 130 last night. I remember seeing it now. It's up to the 145 range. 50% of the tickets, 83% of the cash on the under in this game as well. And looking at this spot for me, I am going to look to make a move on this game in this spot where I have this game projected for the Preds to be pretty decent-sized favorites. Also, we're looking at Yuri Patera in net for the Vegas Golden Knights versus UC Saros. And I have this game projected for the Predators to be 160, 170 favorites in this game. The Predators are a bet on team right now, and they're on a 15-0-2 run in their last 17 games. I look for that to continue in this spot here, and I'm going to look to play the -1. I'm going to shop around for the best number on this -1 line because I'm seeing -140 for the money line, which is a little bit out of my price range. But on Caesars, it's a -140 plus 175. I would need to put into Caesars because that's one book I took money out of. Or I'm going to go bet 365 here, -140 plus 165 in this game. Let's see, -140 plus 165, which would give me plus 110 odds. So Nashville -1 plus 110 for me is where I'm going to be going in this game.
I'm on a once again. I know another player prop, Roman Josi, to get a point. This one's another one that's a little bit juicier than I like, -140. But in a round robin, I like getting those pieces that have been very consistent, and Roman Josi has been. He's gotten a point in 6 straight games. In those 6 games, he's gotten 1, 1, 3, 2, 2, and 1. Not to mention 8 out of his last 10 games, he has a point. Now, if you want to look towards a little bit more plus money and want to grab his assist prop, he's been more of an assist person. He's during that stretch, only 3 of his points were from goals. But honestly, I'm just going to stick to his point prop here at -140. I think that he's going to be able to get on the scoreboard. Even if Nashville scores 1 goal, that's the thing. Like there has been a couple games. Nashville scored 1 goal versus Detroit. He had an assist. They scored 3 goals versus Florida. He had an assist. 8 goals there, 4 goals there, 4 goals there. He's getting points. So give me Roman Josi to get a point -140 in this one.
Not a bad look. He has been very consistent.
Let's do it. The next dynasty in the NHL will begin with a 5-game homestand beginning this Wednesday against the Senators. Start of a 5-0 swing. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's cash Twins. Let's go Buffalo. Yes, real deal. Let's go Buffalo. We suck. Houston was 5 games behind Golden State for that final play in spot. Now they're only a half game behind us. Wow. Imagine a playoffs. Imagine a play-ins where Curry's on the outside looking in.
That's mediocrity at its best.
Ooh. That just sounds exciting. Sorry. I think the Vegas Golden Knights have a better lineup and depth, but who's Yuri Paterna in that?
Yes, their third string goaltender because Logan Thompson went last night and Aiden Hill is hurt.
There you go. That's wild. El Genzel won't get a heady. No, he will not. Same for Aho. Jarvis is 13,000. I'm never betting hat tricks, let's be honest.
No, I won't bet hat tricks.
This year, this is the year of the hat trick. 102 hat tricks so far. Wow.
I've heard about that, yeah.
Someone will. Well, someone might get one tonight. I just don't know who. Good morning, ESB. Felt great with Celtics -9.5. Absolute. Yeah, I mean, Hawks money line. I got you, man. Let's hop into the next game, which this is one that I don't have anything for.
Yeah, Calgary Flames and Chicago Blackhawks. 2 teams that I've backed probably too much this year. But I forgot. We don't have line history. Hey, that's all good. This line, we have 50% of the tickets, 99% of the cash on the Flames in this game, which is kind of interesting there. 83% of the tickets are on the Blackhawks puck line. So our bigger bets are on the puck line for the Blackhawks in this game. And I have this game priced where maybe the Blackhawks have some value here at this big plus price tag. They're at home. They're more scrappy at home. Maybe look at Bedard props in this one here. I'm kind of actually interested in the Chicago Blackhawks in this game. I don't think they should be this big of dogs against a Flames team that's really struggled as of late. I'm seeing plus 150 on FanDuel. I'm going to move on the Blackhawks here in this game.
Yeah, I had nothing for it. I think Bedard's just always way too expensive. Connor Bedard, yeah, a point for him is minus 180. An assist is plus 110 though. That's interesting. What has Bedard been doing this year? In terms of assists, he's gotten an assist in 3 out of his last 4 games. That could be an interesting idea, is going for Connor Bedard to get an assist at plus money. Is it something I'm going to go after? No, I got my 8 player props that I like a little bit more. So we're going to just stick with those. So it's going to be a pass on this one.
Fair. I want to move on the Blackhawks here and there in this game.
After the Flames got embarrassed at home against the next dynasty, Chicago has a shot here. I love Real Deal's positive energy. Flames puck line. No. I have something in this game though, Nick.
Yeah, this one's an interesting one here. The Avalanche minus 420 favorites, total of 6.5 in this game. We do it. Oh, the line history is back. Cool. Let's see. Will it click? Yes. All right. Line opened up at a minus 407. It's down to a 401 on BetOnline. So we've had a move towards Montreal at this big dog price. Line opened up at 6.5 minus 116. It's a 6.5 at minus 109. So we've had a move towards the under. We've had a move towards the Canadiens. We've had no tickets in this game at all. So that's fun. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and tell you there's value on a minus 420 favorite. I don't have any interest in this game. I think the only way you can get involved in this game is maybe props. McKinnon, Rantanen, probably the top 2 to look at when it comes to props on this team. But they're going to be expensive, especially as minus 400 favorites in this game. Jonathan Drouin on that top line, maybe with McKinnon. He has 2 goals and 6 assists in his last 5 games. I kind of want to see what his props look like there. And then Nichushkin, 2 goals, 2 assists in his last 5 games as well. So this is a high-scoring team. Cale Makar, he has 6 assists in his last 5 games, maybe a Makar assist. Devon Taves, 3 assists.
Who's the guy that's up on the top line?
Jonathan Drouin, 2 goals, 6 assists in his last 5 games.
Minus 160 for a point.
Oh, okay. For that top line, though, that's not it's expensive, but being on the top line but what does Drouin assist?
Plus 130.
There you go. Drouin assist at plus 130 is probably the look for that.
It's not a bad option. Now I'm kind of feeling like I missed a good prop for the Colorado Avalanche. I'm on Casey Middlestead. He got his point streak snapped last game, but previous to that, 5 straight games with a point. He's just been very consistent ever since leaving Buffalo. In those 7 games, he has 5 points, 2 goals and an assist, shooting the puck 9 times in those 7 games. I like Casey Middlestead to get a point here. I think there's going to be a bunch of goals on the side of Colorado. So if there is, I think Middlestead's involved in at least one of them.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. It looks like he's happy to get away from Buffalo, which I would be too, with an actual contender. So,
anyways, the Ohio State Buckeyes. I don't hate them, but I'm not laying 8.5 points in the NIT game. Ran in hat trick. Good luck. Arizona rolls Clemson. Rip Clemson. No.
I think I agree with that. I'll probably have Arizona and like 2-teamers and stuff like that, but other than that, like I'm not really.
Oh wait, we disagree. All right, Clemson's done. On to the next one. I have one more player prop, and it's on the last game.
Yeah. What about an Arizona North Carolina 2-teamer? So we get that matchup of Caleb Love versus Tar Heels. That could be fun.
Yeah.
But we have a few more games to go over. I don't have that much time here, so let's get into it here. This is a game I do have a play on: Anaheim Ducks and the Seattle Kraken. With the Kraken minus 220 favorites in this game, and this is not clicking again. Outstanding. Cool. So we're back to no line history. I have no cash flow on this game at all in this one, so this is just a pretty simple cap for me. And the pretty simple cap is the Kraken should not be laying minus 220 to anybody right now. I don't care that it's the Ducks. Give me the Ducks at plus 170 in this game. This line is stupid. I get it. It's Anaheim, and Anaheim's not been very good either. We cashed a ticket with Anaheim first period last game, and honestly, they deserved a better fate against the Tampa Bay Lightning in their last game. They did. So I'm on the Ducks at plus 170 in this game.
Okay. I have nothing involved in this one. There was one prop that I liked in the last game that I wanted to make my 8th prop because he's been very consistent. So I chose to pass over this one and the next game.
Fair.
Mitz passes the puck well, but Colorado didn't score more than the Sabres last year. Next season, you watch. Okay. Which sports book you using? FanDuel has 3,400 for his hat trick. I'm not betting hat tricks. Over 5.5. I could see the over here. How about this one, Nick?
Yeah, I moved on this one as well, and this one's a pretty simple cap like it was last game. We have the Arizona Coyotes and the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Coyotes minus 170 favorites with a total of 6.5 in this one here. Let's see, do we have a line history in this game? It's not clicking. All right, cool. We have 92% of the tickets, 99% of the cash is on the Arizona Coyotes in this game. And it won't click. Cool. And this one's a pretty simple cap for this one, very similar to the last game. And it's the Arizona Coyotes. Should not be laying minus 170 versus anybody right now in the league. I think this game should have been more along the lines of maybe 125, maybe 130 for Arizona. I kind of like this Columbus team, and they've struggled a little bit as of late. But this is a Columbus team that they shouldn't be this big of dogs in this spot. I got Columbus at plus 135. This is another one of those simple caps of the Arizona Coyotes should not be laying this type of number.
Fair enough. Go back to the chat. Minus 170 for the Yotes. I know, right? It's crazy. Columbus money line. There you go.
Yes.
Let's head to the final game, Nick.
Yeah, and this one's kind of interesting here. I want to go a little bit bigger on this game. We have minus 435 favorites with the Dallas Stars. Total is 6.5 in this game. And I think I'm going to move on something that I haven't bet in a little bit, which I think can get you a nice little score in this game. We do not have a line history in this spot here. We have 50-50 split on the puck line, 67% of the tickets are on the over. I like the over in this game. I like the over 6.5 in this one. I had this game priced at a 7. I also am looking towards the Sharks in this game here. And the last couple of times that the Sharks have played the Stars, I played the Sharks in some way, shape, or form and cashed with them. Granted, they lost both those games, but they covered the +2 or 2.5, depending on which game you bet them on. I'm seeing 2.5 at plus 150. No, that's minus 2.5. Plus 2.5 at minus 135 on ESPN bet. I'm very interested. I'm going to shop around for a 2.5 in this game with the San Jose Sharks. I'm going to play the over, the total in this game. And then we're also going to go for a little bit of a score here in this one. And I'm going to go ahead on FanDuel because I know the lines are the best on FanDuel for this. This game, these two teams played back-to-back games less than a month ago. What did both those games do?
Fly over the total.
No, yeah, I mean, no, I don't. Actually, I don't think the first game did between these two teams.
Sorry, the second one did. I remember the high score.
The second one did.
We both went to overtime.
There you go. The draw plus 460 on this game for the Sharks and the Stars in this game. I will be putting a half unit on this draw as well. So I'm going to go Sharks plus 2.5, over 6.5, and draw. Those are the plays I'm going to be going for this game here. I actually really like this game, and I want to invest in this game, and I think this is the best way to do it. So Sharks plus 2.5, draw, and over.
Well, there's a player in this game that has gotten a point in 9 out of his last 10 games. And he's sitting at minus 135. And I know it's against your play because he's on the Stars. Jamie Benn. He has been very, very consistent. And even if you wanted to go as far as to go a goal scorer prop in this one as well, he's gotten a goal in 4 straight games. And you look back when these two teams played against each other, back-to-back games. He had 5 points in 2 games with 4 assists and a goal. So I think he gets back on the scorecard for the Dallas Stars. I think Dallas puts up a bunch of goals. Whether or not San Jose can keep up with them is another story. I could easily see Dallas scoring 4 to 5 goals in this game. One of them is going to have Jamie Benn involved in it. So Benn, point, minus 135. And to recap all of them, DeBrusque, point, plus 110. Fox, assist, minus 110. The rest are points. Jarvis, minus 150. Raymond, plus 105. Domi, minus 120. Yossi, minus 140. Middlestad, minus 125. And Ben, minus 135.
Fair. I moved on 3 plays in this game, and the official odds are Sharks plus 2.5, minus 132. All 3 of these bets are on FanDuel. Minus 132, Sharks plus 2.5. Draw plus 500. Half unit play there, and minus 112 for the over 6.5 as well.
There you go. Nick, I know you're about to leave, so we'll see you later. We'll go ahead and hop back to the chat, and then we'll do some NBA. Can San Jose take it to OT? They could. 6.5 OT. Why not? As square as some plays are, at least they're cashing money. Doesn't have the shape. There you go. Jets. Meh. Rangers. I got Fox, so sure. Canes, yes. Capitals, no. Team money line, Tampa money line, maybe. Toronto Maple Leafs in regulation. Jets under, Flames puck line, Avs race to 4, Ducks race to 2, Stars team total over. Get it, dude. Let's go Red Wings. Let's jump into these 2 games. I'll kind of run through them. Golden State Warriors taking on the Miami Heat. The Warriors are minus 2. 218.5 is the total in this one. And I will say I have 2 plays on today's card. They're on the last 2 games. So I looked at this one. It's one of those Miami games that I feel like it's going to be a weird one. I would lean Golden State, but it's kind of I don't know. I don't really know what we're going to get out of this Golden State team that has been struggling as of late. They've lost 3 out of their last 4. Only win was against Memphis, which whoop-de-doo, you beat Memphis. Miami has won 4 out of their last 6. So they've been playing a little bit better as of late. But their dogs at home, I don't know. It's kind of a weird spot. Injuries are always a big deal with the Miami Heat. So this one ends up being a stay away from me. Morning, Untouchable. Warriors. It would be a lean that way, but can't bet them. Tarleton collapsed. That was ugly. That was pathetic. We'll quickly go through this game because this one's a pass. But Bucks are 9.5 point favorites, 231.5. 231 is the total. The Lakers are coming off of a 150 to 145 win over the Pacers. So a big high scoring win there. It would be a lean towards the under if I had to go anywhere, just because after that big game, everybody sees that and wants to probably try to fade that. We'll see how that goes. But you got the Bucks, who are just kind of hoping to hold on to the 2 seed. They are officially 0 chance that they could win the conference, just because the Celtics are now first place or have clinched the conference, being 10.5 games up with, I think, 10 games to go or 11 games to go or something like that. So they've already clinched the conference. I want nothing to do with this one, and I'm not grabbing the Lakers on the road. Heat under, could be an under, and Bucks revenge spot, yes. Crazy how many dogs went outright. Yeah, I know, it was nice. It was nice. Bucks have been playing better. 6-4 in the last 10 games. Have they been? Yeah, they've won 4 out of their last 5. Only loss was to Boston. That's not a big deal. Suns are glad that they aren't. Suns are glad Spurs aren't in a playoff. Yeah, I know, right? The Spurs have owned the Suns. So yeah. So that being said, Lillard over 3s. Okay. Now these are the 2 games I want to go after. You got the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the New Orleans Pelicans. Thunder 1 point favorites with a total of 222 in this one. And this is just a bounce back spot for me for Oklahoma City. After losing last game by 28 points, by 25 points to the Bucks, I think this is a bounce back spot for them. I love backing teams after ugly losses. Here's one now, Oklahoma City money line in this one for me. I will say I am high on the Pelicans, and they've won 5 out of 6, and even 9 out of 11. But this is a Oklahoma City spot. I believe they're favorites for a reason. Sorry to bug y'all with my lame ass plays. You're not, but hey, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Meant to say Bucks win. Have been by good margins. We're gonna go ahead and put you in timeout because we're not dealing with those comments. Only placed one bet yesterday, 3-leg parlay, Cavaliers, Knicks, and Pacers. I'm glad I stayed off the Mavs. No, the Mavs covered. But yeah, nice cash on that one. Speaking of the Mavericks, they're against the Kings today. The Kings are 1.5 point favorites with a total of 233.5. And I'm on the Kings. I took their money line here. You do get both of them coming off of nice double-digit wins. You got the Kings who have won 4 out of the last 5. I will say the Mavericks have won 4 in a row and 8 out of their last 9, so they've been playing better as of late. But I like the Kings here. You look at the standings; these two teams are actually tied right now for that 6th seed. The Kings have currently the tiebreaker over the Mavericks at the moment, but this is going to be a very good matchup because, I mean, going up against the Suns in a playing game, I'm not really as scared about that one if I was either of these two teams, but I do like the Kings in this one to wrap it up. I took 2 slight favorites on today's everyday card. Predators puck line. Sure, I'm on Yossi's to get a point. So, regulators mount up. It's been a while since I got me a scammer. Not as good as a Chinese sex bot, but I'll take it. There you go. Luka double-double, Sabonis double-double, Kings money line. Get it? I don't hate that. And then Luka over 2.5 3-pointers first quarter, and the Kings on the money line. I like the Kings. Yes. That is all the games for today. Before we head on out, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. I will say I've been posting my player. Ooh, that's loud. I've been posting my player props on TikTok. So if you guys are not following us over there on TikTok, here's the link to the most recent one. Go ahead and follow us over there. We do appreciate everybody who does. We've been posting there consistently now for a little while. So let's if you guys can go ahead and follow that along with our YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, all that stuff, Instagram. If you guys are interested in becoming a member of the channel, it's $5.99 a month, 16 cents a day, and you'll get all the plays that are up on the PicksandParleys.net website. I will say I forgot yesterday, but luckily yesterday completely sucked, so it didn't really matter all that much. NIT plays and CBI plays today. I'm only on one, and it's going to be I think it's just going to be Indiana State for me today. Indiana State minus 3.5 today in the NIT. But that's everything. All my player props are on that TikTok if you want to recap there. And then I like Thunder and the Kings tonight in the NBA. That's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We'll be back again tomorrow with another one. Peace out, guys.